So why most tutors stay broke or at least stuck somehow? There are three things mainly that I've seen in the past. And I've seen them 1,000 times, over and over again. So I'm gonna tell you and I hope it helps. The first problem is that you are selling time instead of building a business. You don't have a business just because you don't have a boss, right? Obvious. You have a job. Like, we gotta be honest. You're selling one-to-one tutoring lessons and you get paid. You stop working and money stops. That's it. This is not a real business. This is a job. So you can be fully booked, calendar packed, working all day and still feel like you're not really moving forward somehow. There's no scalability, there's no leverage, just more hours. You're just working like a maniac. So the shift here is actually very simple. What I've seen working in the past is this. You need to stop having just one way to make money. Right now it's just pay me for one-to-one tutoring or pay me for this lesson, etc. And this is a problem. You need layers. With layers, I mean low ticket layer, like cheat sheet, templates, mini guides, calculators, tools, simple things people can buy instantly for $7, $11, under $30, let's say. Then we got the middle ticket layer, group programs, communities like on school, it's hyping right now. Workshops, something with recurring revenue, right? It's not more expensive, but it's a subscription. The middle ticket, it's like the same price of a low ticket, but with a subscription. So the lifetime value is higher. And then we got the other layer, the high ticket, your one-to-one coaching, what you're already doing, or even a structured school if you have the will. But in this case, one-to-one is not the business. It's the premium step. Premium. They need to pay you good to have you. You are worthy. Otherwise, it's just eats your entire day and probably even your life. It will always remain like a side hustle. It's never going to really skyrocket if you don't divide your business in layers. What happens is this. You start scaling with low ticket. Simple stuff. Guides, templates, small products. Things people can buy super fast. Then a part of those people move into your mid ticket. Maybe a community, maybe a group program. Something where they stay with you for longer. And here's the crazy part. You probably make more money from low plus mid ticket than what you're actually making right now with one-to-one. And without working like a maniac all day, right? And then you keep your one-to-one classic lesson tutoring, but now it's different. You don't have to do it 8 hours a day. You want to spend time on things with more leverage like low and mid ticket, right? Maybe you just keep the one-to-one for a couple hours a day or half a day, whatever. But now you got better clients, higher pricing, less stress. And this is the key shift. Low ticket and mid ticket are the funnel. And that's what feeds everything. That's what brings people in, build trust, and filter the right people. You don't advertise math tutoring one-to-one anymore because it's boring. You advertise your low ticket, right? So when they get you to the one-to-one tutoring, they went from low to mid to high ticket. Now they already know you. They already trust you. And they are way easier to close. That's how you go from selling lesson all day to actually building something that scales. And I'm not saying this because it sounds nice. This is literally what I've seen happen over and over again. With tutors I've worked with clients, even in different niches, and even in my own projects. Every time someone makes this shift and really start working on leverage, everything changes. The second problem I've seen is that most tutors don't have a real client acquisition system. We talk about it quickly right now, but let's dive in. Some months you get clients, some months it's dead, right? Because you rely only on referrals. And referrals are great, believe me. But they're not a strategy. You can control them. You can scale them. So the fix here is to build a simple funnel. You need to understand how people actually make decisions. Because a funnel is not some weird technical marketing thing, right? It's just, first they notice you, then they trust you, and then they buy from you. That's what a funnel is. If you skip one of these steps, you lose the students. You can do this with advertising, on Meta, on TikTok, on Google, with organic content, with YouTube video, etc. The traffic source is not important. The flow, the strategy is important. So at the top of the funnel, we got the tofu. Focus on attention and awareness. At this stage, people don't know you, like cold traffic, like zero. They don't care about you either, right? So what do? You talk about problems, pain points they are feeling, stuff like this. They need to see that you understand them. So content or ads about why you can't pass math exam or why you freeze in English meetings or whatever. Stuff like this. Their pain point. You don't have to talk about offer. You don't have to talk about booking a call or selling or etc. You are just grabbing attention. And most importantly, you are building an audience. This is the real asset. Then in the middle of the funnel is about building trust. They discover you, right? But who the hell are you? Why should I trust you? This is where everything happens. So now we have to show results, case studies, how you work, your method, behind the scenes, etc. This is where you can start introducing your free stuff, your low ticket and mid ticket offers, some communities, etc. Not to make money immediately, but to bring people closer to your world, right? You're reducing skepticism. You're building belief in your persona. Then we got the bottom of the funnel for conversion. Now we get to the point. Here people know you. I've seen you multiple times with different offers, free, low ticket, mid ticket, everywhere. They trust you enough because they consume your content. Now you can make your premium offer, your one-to-one coaching, your program, whatever it is, but only here. And this is the mistake I see all the time. Tutors trying to sell one-to-one or the premium stuff directly on tofu, on top of the funnel. Like the first interaction, hey, hi, book a call. Bro, no, it doesn't work. And it's logical if you think about it. It will never work. According to advertising data from Jimmy Critaras, 30% of people are ready to buy fast in the top of the funnel, like cold traffic. Ready? Okay, buy, book a call. All right, only 30%. 60% need a little bit more information and reassurance before they buy, right? The middle of the funnel. And 10% in the bottom of the funnel. And it's obvious, right? When we talk about education, we are not talking about some crappy product we can throw away tomorrow. We are talking about life-changing transformation. People want more reassurance before investing in themselves, right? So, yeah, everything's connected now. We got the top of the funnel that brings attention. We got the middle of the funnel that builds trust. And then we got the bottom of the funnel to make money, right? No matter your source traffic, if you want to do it with ads, you can use the meta pixel to track everything that happened in top of the funnel. And in middle of the funnel, you retarget people only who saw the ad the first time in the top of the funnel. And then in the bottom of the funnel, you retarget people who only interacted in the middle of the funnel, like a cascade, right? If you want to use community or organic posting, it's fine either way. It's just about what you post and yeah, so on. Third problem I've seen over and over again is that your offer is way too generic. This is savage. Most tutors sound like everyone else. Same lesson, same pricing, same positioning. There's no real reason to pick them. So what happens? Price becomes the only variable. And that's the worst place to be because now it's a race to the bottom, right? Cheaper, 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 cheaper. That's the worst. So the fix here is to make your offer stand out. Not your marketing, not your content, your offer. Because nobody wants really tutoring. Tutoring is boring. Nobody wants it. Everyone wants results. So stop going horizontal like I teach English lesson, I do math tutoring, I do coaching for etc. It is boring. You have to go vertical, very specific, like drilling for water. The deeper you go, the better it is. Like speak fluent business IT English in 60 days starting from A2. Or turn word problems into equations step by step, even if you always get stuck. That's an example. See the difference, right? You're not selling the process, the tutoring. You are selling the transformation. And that's essential in the education. Because if your offer doesn't stand out, ads won't really save you. Better marketing won't save you. You need a better offer, a better promise. What are you actually promising to your offer? Better grades, confidence, a new life situation. That's the game. And the more specific it is, the better it is. The more specific you get, the easier it is to communicate, to advertise, to sell. You will have less competition, less problems. Imagine creating all your low, mid to high ticket offer on a specific tutoring angle. Like you help parents of 9 to 11 years old whose child struggle with adding fraction with different denominators, and you help them using visual step-by-step models that simplify common denominators. This is very different from math tutoring, right? And there is a community on adding fraction, There are mini guides and tricks about it. There are cheat sheets about it, etc., etc., etc. There are low and mid ticket funnels. And at the end, there is even the premium fraction mastery program. Could be one-to-one, could be a group session, could be whatever. By the way, if you struggle with this, I know it's not that easy to come up with these ideas. Use AI. It's insanely good to brainstorm offers. So seriously, just copy paste my prompts. I'll leave them below in the description. So yeah, in conclusion, you don't have a tutor problem. You have a business model problem. Fixing these three things, I've seen that completely changes the game. You get multiple offers and layers, not just a one-to-one or just one offer. You get a real acquisition system based on top, middle, and bottom of the funnel, not just referrals. And you get a clear outcome-based irresistible offer. And that's when everything changes, right? If you want to fix this with someone and learn everything around this step by step, you can join Classmates. It's my community for education business owner. The student acquisition challenge is live right now inside the community. So see you there and see you in the next video.